Hello and welcome to Richmond, Virginia, home of Richmond International Speedway, where real racing online takes its top competitors in hopes for victory lane and caviar dreams. I'm your host, the Maniac, Mike Woolley, in the house, and we're about to get 200 laps going in this baby! The crowd's already on their feet. Of course, they never sit down because they're made of cardboard, but they're there. Grandstands aren't quite filled yet, but they will be. Well, hopefully. We'll see. We got about 5 minutes left in practice here, and then we're going to go to the promo. Actually, we're probably going to go to it right now. The heck with it.
Look who snuck his way up into the 5th and 6th position. Michael Woolley, who led just a couple of laps shortly on some old tires here at Charlotte. He's made his way back up to the front. Now he's working on the outside of C.J. Rivera for that 6th spot, as Michael Woolley now gives the number 10 truck a little bump in the turn 1, John Abbott.
After a 3-week hiatus, we're back. Real Racing Online. We took a few weeks off for the new build and the problems that were associated with that build, but we're back and we're ready for action. Some notable names in the room tonight: Danny Sanchez, Stephen Mastro, Matthew Cherry's in the house tonight. We've also got Ross Cato, Daniel T. Murphy, Matt Wurtson, Brian Wirtz. Kevin Parsons is in the house tonight.
Michael. No race control. Confirm the ammo.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Don't.
Okay.
Already died.
I'll give you admin.
Are you going to do waves down?
I can.
Practice about to wrap up here, and we're going to get things started. They're just finishing up qualifying, and let's look at the results thus far. Jonathan Hathaway going to start in the lead in that first position. William Roberts, Jerome Howard, Jose Pabon, and Daniel T. Murphy, Aaron Berge, Richie Evans, Mike Rominger, Danny Sanchez, and Stephen Mastro are going to round out your top 10. And we're starting with the starting lineup right as we speak. Jonathan Hathaway going to bring that first position. In second position is going to be William Roberts. Third starting position tonight, Jerome Howard. And to his outside, Jose Pabon. Daniel T. Murphy in that fifth position. And in the sixth position, Aaron Berge. In this position number 7, Richie Evans. And to his outside, Mike Rominger. The 44 of Danny Sanchez bringing up the next one. And to his outside, Stephen Mastro. Matt Cherry in the number 48 Big Brass Pro Shops car. And looks like Ross Cato running out our top 10. Eric Crow. And to his outside, James Thorndike. Then we have Brian Wirtz. And alongside him, Joel Hamilton, who has not set the field yet. Brandon Smith starting in the number 50 machine, DG Vertec. And to his outside, Brian Millendorf. And then we got Kevin Parsons bringing up the last of the field. Christopher Perryman, Colin Fern, Tyler Lund, and Matt Wirtz starting in the rear of the field. And we're about to get ready to kick this off. The pace car has started moving, and 2 caution laps before the green flag will drop in this race. And as you see, the cars just now starting to get rolling. They're getting their positions. They're doubling up. This is going to be a wild ride. Welcome to Real Racing Online TV. ...201 laps the distance. It'll be 200 once they take the green flag. Everybody's been practicing for about 3 weeks. Look at Jose Pabon starting in that 4th position. Daniel T. Murphy back there in 5th. Those are some of the guys to watch here. Jerome Howard's been practicing all week. Noticeably missing from the field, though, Jeffrey Creek, unfortunately, not able to start this race. A little conflict with work issues. He will be taking the provisional points this week. We're about ready to get things started. Jonathan Hathaway is going to bring us to the stripe. Here we go. 200 laps at Richmond International Speedway. Jonathan Hathaway on the happy trigger as the 51 of William Roberts is going to go ahead and take the inside line. And now to the back stretch. Still easy going. Everybody's still straight. They made it through turn 2. Richie Evans working up on the inside of the 22, and there goes the 22 of Jose Pabon. He gets sideways. The caution flag is already out for Jose Pabon. He did get rear-ended there a little bit as we go back to the instant replay. And it looks like the 3 of Richie Evans is going to be the culprit on this one. He'll be going to the back of the pack. Just dove it in there when the position wasn't his, unfortunately. And that put Jose in a bad spot and might have ended Joel Hamilton's day as well. We'll have to find out from them. And Jose and Hamilton now bringing it down to pit road. Be hitting pit lane any second here. As the 82 and the 10 come in as well. A couple other cars, and here's the smoking guns right here, literally. The 55 of Joel Hamilton racing down pit road to see if he can get this car fixed up, and there goes Jose Pabon now. We'll see if he has anything left, if the crew can get that thing fixed and get him back out there. And the right side tires are going up on the 22 of Jose Pabon's car. And now the left side. So there's definitely a little glimmer of hope for the 22 car. Definitely going to get some damage fixed on that 22 machine. And we'll see if he can make it back out there. First lap jitters here at Richmond International Speedway. Jonathan Hathaway still your leader. Behind him, William Roberts. Jerome Howard now in the third position. Daniel T. Murphy, since Jose was taken out, is going to take over the fourth position. Danny Sanchez in fifth. Sixth is going to be Stephen Mastro. And then we got Matthew Cherry, Ross Cato, Eric Crow, and Kevin Parsons rounding out your top 10. Stout starting field here, especially for this kind of race. One caution already in, 3 laps. Now, it was a pretty good start there. That was incidental contact between Richie Evans there. And I believe, let's go check up on Richie Evans. He might have been given the EOL. And yes, he was. He is now going to start from the back of the field there. But let's see if Richie Evans can get things done once again. Remember, we go on green in Real Racing Online. And here it is. The green flag's out on the happy trigger. And he is off to the races, literally down into one already. And 75 Daniel T. Murphy getting a little loose on the entry of the corner there. Stephen Mastro and the 18 of Jerome Howard were side by side. Now with Danny Sanchez in tow. Danny Sanchez looking to make a move on the 18, not able to get it up in there quite yet. Matthew Cherry not too far behind. Ross Cato looking for a move. Matthew Cherry getting a little loose coming out of 2. We've seen it a lot last night in ITSR, and we're probably going to see it a lot here tonight. Remember, these are not fixed setups in this league. ITSR is a fixed setup league. This is open setup, so these are these own guys' built setups. They've been building them for 3 weeks to get around this track, and hopefully they've got enough moxie to do it. Kevin Parsons kind of falling back there, falling victim to Jim Thorndike, who has now taken that position away from him as they hit the front stretch. We're 9 laps down, now 10. Sorry, 9 laps down. And looks like Jonathan Hathaway, he wants his first win tonight, so he's taking off. But we seen it last night. Somebody gets real far ahead, and then they lose it all of a sudden, and then it's a whole new ball game. William Roberts still holding on to second position. Daniel T. Murphy definitely looking in his rearview mirror as he's got a 3-car bunch back there. The 18 of Jerome Howard, Stephen Mastro up on the top side in that 45 machine, and Danny Sanchez in the Ray Bestis Chevrolet SS coming up behind him. They got a 3-car tandem built up, and they are looking for blood. And the blood they're looking for is that purple Hoosier machine, MPR, Ford Fusion of Daniel T. Murphy. Looking back in the field, oh, someone getting loose back there, and that was the 12 of Ross Cato. 12 of Ross Cato getting loose off of 2. Go back and check that out real quick. Not sure what happened to the 12 of Ross Cato. It might have just been fallen victim to the looseness out of 2. And you can see he had the wheel cranked way too hard coming out of there. And definitely on the happy pedal just a little bit too much. Not a big slide, but enough. And Ross Cato has taken it behind the garage. Evidently there was something more with that car than we know. Jonathan Hathaway still your race leader, but it looks like William Roberts has started to catch on him just a little bit. And looks like we got some new options here. We got the right front camera, we got the rear camera, the right rear camera, and we can do left front suspension and right front suspension now. So we go to the left rear. That's the classic rear suspension camera that we had before. We've also got the right rear suspension camera now, and we've got the right front. That kind of gives you an open view of things now. Looks like Jonathan Hathaway has kind of taken off just a little bit more, though. Kind of taken off, and looks like William Roberts is definitely struggling. There's a big push going into 3, and the problem with the push going into 3 is you slow up for the push, and then you can crank her down to the inside. But once you have that wheel cranked, if you start on the gas real hard here at this track, you're loose in an instant, and that's the end of the ball game. It looks like Danny Sanchez has taken that 3rd position over. Daniel T. Murphy dropping like a rock on the outside as Jerome Howard in the 18 Monster Energy Drink Ford Fusion takes over that 3rd spot. Matt Cherry is going to take over 4th. That puts Daniel T. Murphy back to 5th. Christopher Perryman getting loose off of 2. Stephen Mastro going to take that position from him. And they're going to touch just ever so slightly. No harm, no foul, though. Christopher Perryman still working on it. Thorndike, Crow still back there in the back. Richie Evans battling it out with the number 82 of Brian Wirtz. Mike Rominger, Kevin Parsons, Brian Mellendorf playing a little possum back there. Colin Fern in the 33, not too fast tonight. Brandon Smith way back there. Aaron Bergey's way back there as well. Matt Wirtz not really trying anything too fancy. And Hathaway's lapping some people here. As we said before, Ross Gato's taking it behind into the garage. I don't know if he has some more stuff to work on. It might have just been one of those start and park situations. And Hathaway's going to put the number 8 of Aaron Bergey 1 lap down as we're hitting now just lap 22 of 200. And Hathaway definitely going to bring it down pit road now. Aaron Bergey's going to stay out, get his lap back. And all of the leaders are going to follow suit behind him. Jose Pabon still getting some fixing done there, as we see Jonathan Hathaway pull down pit road. And the 51 of William Roberts, and there's Jerome Howard, and here is good old Danny Sanchez and Matt Cherry. Matt Cherry on the jacks a little bit quicker than Sanchez. Looks like Cherry's going to make it out before him. Brandon Smith now with 4 tires, fresh Sunoco fuel. And there goes Cherry. Cherry beaten. I mean, just slamming on the gas getting out of there. Jose Pabon still getting some work done on that 22 machine. And now the race off of pit road. Wow, that was a tight little battle coming off pit road. About 6 to 7 cars. We're going to take this chance real quick to go to our commercial break. We'll be right back. You're watching Real Racing Online. And we're back racing at Richmond. This is your second caution now of the night, but Richmond is one of those tracks. Kevin Parsons going to take us to the stripe this time. I'm not sure if he stayed out, but it sure does look like it, or maybe he just got a really good pit stop. And he's on the trigger, and we're off to the races. Jerome Howard caught sleeping back there in the 4th position, going to hold up that outside line. Danny Sanchez is going to have to check up as well. The 48 of Matthew Cherry down to the inside there. Jonathan Hathaway looking to get this lead back. Evidently, Kevin Parsons not wanting them to lead all of them. And here comes Hathaway to the inside and taking away that first spot ever so easily from Kevin Parsons. Kevin Parsons now going to fall back in line, and looks like he might put a little bit of a block on Cherry. Cherry now down back behind him on the backstretch. Cherry looking a little bit faster than Kevin. Now down to the inside once again. A little wiggle from Kevin on the top side. Matt Cherry down to the inside and going to pass him quite easily as well. Kevin Parsons is just going to fall back from here on. Jerome Howard now down to his inside. It's a two-car battle down the backstretch. Oh, Danny Sanchez saving that spin. Oh, my goodness. As we hit the MW Productions instant replay. I know you might not have seen that out of the corner of your screen there. Christopher Perryman almost getting into him. He has to go to the low side, then he has to kind of waft back up just a little bit because it's going to get tight there now. He's going to get real tight coming out, overturn it, and oh my God, if he had swung in front of the whole field, that would have been the end of a lot of drivers' night. Danny Sanchez doing a great job controlling that car. Jonathan Hathaway in control of this race. Back to having William Roberts right behind him. Matt Cherry now in 3rd position. Jerome Howard in 4th. In 5th, Kevin Parsons still holding on. He's got the 45 of Stephen Mastro breathing down his neck. James Thorndike now right behind them. Brian Mellendorf, he's up in the top 10 now. Christopher Perryman. Daniel T. Murphy still trying to work on that Ford Fusion. Maybe get a little bit of the kinks worked out of it during pit stops. Probably making some big adjustments. Richie Evans back there as well. Colin Fern still trying to hold on. Those are your top 15. Back to your leader, though. Jonathan Hathaway. Just a smooth line out of Hathaway tonight. Nothing too special, but he's definitely got the camber and caster set up in that machine just right to be able to get off the corner that way. And you see how he drives off the corner. He's driving off the corner a little bit differently than everybody else. William Roberts is kind of following suit a little bit, but as you can see, he is pretty much straightening out the wheel coming out of the corner, which is enabling him to get on the accelerator much quicker than everybody else. As we'll show it from the in-car view real quick. See, he's straightening out that wheel to avoid creating a spin. Letting off early, backing up his corner, staying down to the bottom of the track. Now he's going to cut off this corner a little bit, straighten out the wheel, back onto the gas hard. There we go. William Roberts having a great day so far in that Neil-designed purple Toyota machine. And the caution back out on the speedway. And there it was. The number 50 of Brandon Smith around on the backstretch. And it might have been a turn 2 thing. We'll have to see here on the MW Productions instant replay. And he's alone, so I'm guessing it's going to be, and it's that turn 2. And able to save it, but the caution coming out for the spin, unfortunately. Gonna probably get some new rubber on that machine. As we'll see who's gonna go in and pit, who's not. Hathaway kind of doing a half-ass fake there. Staying out a little later, and now down to pit road speed. Here we go once again, down pit road. As the leaders are making their way down pit road right now. Let's see, Hathaway still in first place. He's got William Roberts right in tow. And here's going to be the battle off pit road. Looks like William Roberts going to get stopped just a little bit earlier than Hathaway. Hathaway missing his pit. Having to pull up a little bit. This is going to put William Roberts in the lead unless somebody stayed out. William Roberts down off the jack stand. He's out of there, and so is Jerome Howard. Hathaway's going to have a little bit of a problem now. See if we got any good battles. Oh, here we go, here we go. No. Daniel T. Murphy in front of Sanchez. Then we got Matthew Wirtz, or sorry, Brian Wirtz. Now the 41 of Christopher Perryman, Lund, and Richie Evans. Mike Rominger, really not in too much of a hurry. He's just like, I don't care. Your leader now of the race, William Roberts, and it looks like Brandon Smith, after that spin out, is going to look to get his lap back from the pace car here. Oh no, Colin Fern stayed out. Oh, big move. Old Tires Colin Fern, not the fastest guy in the field tonight, as we've seen so far. Maybe he was hiding something, but he's going to take pole sitter position. That's going to put... oh no, he's going to go down. He's going to go down pit road now. He's going to get out of their way. He doesn't want to get run over this early in the race, and I don't blame him. Aaron Berge going to take another lap back here. But that's okay. That will put William Roberts in the lead effectively. Behind him is going to be the 48 of Matt Cherry, Jerome Howard. And then Brian Mellendorf is going to be fourth. Fifth position starting is going to be Jonathan Hathaway. And we're probably going to check that from his in-car cam on the next restart and see what ensues. Now, Hathaway's always been fast when he's out in front. But when he has to deal with traffic, that might be a different story, and we'll find out here in just 2 short laps at Richmond International Speedway. Don't turn off your YouTube just yet. I'll be right back with more racing action. Alright, we're double back up. And as I said before, we're going to get in the gyro cam of Jonathan Hathaway for this restart. We know he's faster than the rest of the field. Now diving down low real quick. Maybe we don't want to stay on the inside indoor camera here. Oh! Caution already out. Daniel T. Murphy's smoking bad. I'm not quite sure what happened, but that machine might be done for the evening. God only knows. I don't know if it just blew up. I mean, I wouldn't think, but Steven Mastro right in front of him. Oh, Thorndike getting into the side of him. And then Sanchez getting into it. Joe Hamilton, Aaron Berge. And we're going to have to look at Jim Thorndike here. Thorndike might have been the cause of that one.
Can you catch up 33 to the field?
Thorndike just comes down into Daniel T. Murphy there. That's never good. We're going to go to the in-car cam and we're going to see what Thorndike was seeing. And here we go. He just pulls down into him. Definitely Thorndike's fault. Yeah, That's a given. Thorndyke's going to be given the EOL for that one. Not quite sure why he would pull down into another person's lane right after the start, but not a very smart move on Thorndyke's part, unfortunately. And we're going to have to line them back up once more. We'll be right back after this message with Real Racing Online TV.
In a world where survival is the only rule and feelings have no place, where winning is everything and weakness is fatal, how much difference can one person make? That depends on the person. In every life, there is a line that cannot be crossed without leaving everything behind, except faith. Once that step is taken, there is no looking back, and all that lies ahead is destiny. There is no looking back, and all that lies ahead is destiny.
Rolling good, rolling good.
Yeah, we're back green once again. Your leader, William Roberts, Brian Mellendorf, has made his way up into the second position. And he's fighting the outside line now of the 48 of Matt Cherry. And I'm sure Daniel T. Murphy right now is down in the pits, and he is probably pretty pissed off right now, Jim Thorndyke. Oh! Brian Wirtz getting wicked loose coming out of 2. Stays on the happy trigger, though, and looks like he might have got rear-ended by Perryman. Perryman have to watch the overheating issues. Hathaway working his way up through the field now. Now he's got his eyes set on Cherry on the backstretch. Definitely driving it a lot harder and deeper than all the other drivers. Now out to the front stretch. He's got a little bit of a run, but not much. He might get it underneath him, and he does. Cherry going to let him on by. Hathaway now in the 3rd position, looking for P2 as he comes up on the number 10 of Brian Mellendorf. Mellendorf's 2nd start here at Real Racing Online TV. We'll have to see what Hathaway can do here. Mellendorf running a pretty good line. A little high on exit, but pretty good line nonetheless. Might find himself in a little bit of trouble if he keeps that up, though. And it looks like they're side by side now, crossing the stripe into lap 55. We got a quarter of this race done. 3/4 of racing action left to go. Looks like everybody's settled down quite a bit. Hathaway now setting his sights on 1st position. Brian Wirtz has worked his way up through the field, looking pretty good except for that back bumper of that 82 machine. Richie Evans now down to the low side underneath Perryman. Tyler Lund looking to do the same. Tyler Lund and looks like Colin Fern side by side now as they go down the backstretch. And now Sanchez wants a piece of it. Sanchez with heavy damage in the front and the rear of that car. Still able to make it work here on this short track. Jim Thorndike in the rear of the field. Eric Crow back there. Matt Wirtz just kind of taking it easy. Mike Rominger back there as well. Brandon Smith. Aaron Berge finally getting off of pit road, and he's going to join back into the field. Joel Hamilton's off. Jose's off. Looks like Daniel T. Murphy's off as well. A lot of cars with some heavy damage out here. Maybe we've gotten that jitterness out of the way. And here we go. Hathaway's your leader now on lap 59 of 200. Keeping the pit strategy the same every pit stop. 4 tires and full of fuel, even though he did lose position a couple times. Man, looks like whoever it was exited before we could get to him. Eric Crow might have been in on it. I don't know, I've seen a lot of smoke from around Eric Crow's area. Let's see if we can find out who it was. There's the smoke right there. And the car's gone before he gets there, so no way for us to know who it was if they get off the track so early. But I think this is about time we get a little bit of an interview with somebody. See if we can get Daniel T. Murphy down here. Daniel T. Murphy, this is the Maniac Mike Woolley up in the booth. Do you have a copy? Daniel T. Murphy. Daniel T. Murphy. Oh, Daniel's not talking. Let's get Aaron. Let's get Aaron. Actually, let's get Jose. Jose Pabon, this is the Maniac up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Copy that, Michael. Copy that.
Out pretty early on in this race. I seen you were down there getting things fixed on the 22 machine. Decided just to hang her up for the night?
Yeah, actually the engine blew. With all that fixing, there was still too much damage. And 2 laps in after repair, the engine ended up blowing up.
10-4. Now, that obviously wasn't your fault on that one. Take us through what happened exactly.
Well, it seems like I got hit from under, from the inside, taken out, spun, and then came down on Joel, unfortunately, and damaged his day as well.
Well, 10-4, 10-4. You know what, Jose? It's Richmond racing, and I think everybody kind of expects a little bit of that to happen. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that does happen here at Richmond.
Yeah, I expected it for Richmond. I was hoping for a better race. I had a lot of good practice here at Richmond with NIS and everything else. It's unfortunate. I'll also be missing Talladega, so this is going to hurt. But I'll be back.
Well, you'll be able to take those provisional points at Talladega, and hopefully that'll hold you up in the standings.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can do so and remain somewhere near the top somewhere so I can at least fight for the chase towards the end of the season.
Well, thanks for talking with us, Jose, and we will be seeing you next week.
No problem. Thank you for talking to me, Michael.
Have a good one, buddy. Aaron Berge, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, early race incident there, got caught up in some stuff there. Was it? I believe it was the one where Murphy was taken out by Thorndike. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, from my view, and I think you were behind them, correct?
I was behind Eric Crow.
Okay. Well, from what I seen from my vantage point here, up here in the booth, it looks like Thorndike just came down out of his lane and clipped Murphy.
Yeah, Thorndike says that his spotter didn't tell him the car was there. says he didn't see him and he came down on him. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue.
Well, 10-4.
I tried getting in the brakes in time, locked him up, and I guess I was about a second too short and slammed into the back of Crow. Luckily, no required repairs, but a total of 6 minutes of optional.
Well, yeah, when you got that much optional damage, you might as well get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, it's all cosmetic, thank God.
Well, good luck on the rest of your race there, buddy.
Thank you.
And William Roberts fighting off the number 10 of Brian Mellendorf. And Mellendorf putting on a show here tonight. Not that good in qualifying, but bad fast now. Brian Mellendorf in that number 10. Yeah, Mellendorf putting on a little bit of a show for everybody tonight. I like that. William Roberts able to get by him finally, though. Jonathan Hathaway still your leader. Kevin Parsons, look at this guy. Now, I was practicing with him for the last 3 weeks on this track, and this guy was all over the damn place. But look at him now. He's in 4th place and running a really steady race, not getting loose yet. I'm liking seeing Kevin Parsons up towards the front again. I believe he was one of our past winners. Jerome Howard in 5th right now. Brian Wirtz has made his way up to 6th. He does have the 45 working on the inside. A lot of these drivers, I mean, you know, if you don't have them by the numbers by the time you get into the corner, it's really not your spot to have. So diving it down in there is kind of against etiquette. And racing this hard this early on is kind of against etiquette too. Matt Cherry, he's looking to the inside of Mastro. Mastro's looking to the inside of Brian Wirtz. And with all this playing around that they're doing here, it's allowed Richie Evans in the number 3 machine to catch up. Thorndike has made his way back up from the back of the field, but here's where the battle is, guys. These 4 cars, I think 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position. Richie Evans backing off just a little bit, seeing what's going to unfold here, and that's what I thought. Mastro pushed up just a little bit. Wirtz a little bit squirrely coming out of 2. And now Matt Cherry looking to the inside. Brian Wirtz kind of throwing a block there. Cherry definitely with the faster machine. Wirtz kind of having to angle it down a little bit more in those corners. Not as good of a setup. See if we can get a word with Daniel T. Murphy here, as he is now out of this race. Daniel T. Murphy, this is the Maniac Mike Woolley up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Out of that race quite early. Now, we did have an official race last night, not to bring up bad blood or anything. Do you think that that was a result of that, or do you think that he just moved down too quickly after the start of the race? You know, it takes about getting into corner 1 before your spotter starts telling you where people are. Do you think that's what happened?
Yeah, no, I really don't know. We started same row. I figured he knew I was down there, didn't expect anything different. And I hit about 4th gear, and all of a sudden I was going straight for the wall. So, I mean, I went back and watched it. Looked like he just apparently
came down.
And came down. I don't know.
And it wasn't like it was a malicious turn down. It was like a slight turn down. It wasn't like, you know, hey, I'm going to wreck this guy kind of turn down.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we had, yeah, I don't know. I had a pretty decent car. I was hoping to finish that race out, but it is what it is.
Now, you're working race control for the rest of the race, correct?
Yeah, I'll probably end up helping Jose out. Right now, I'm just kind of cool down. And,
well, you still got 3 of your teammates out there. Jerome Howard looking really good so far. Kevin Parsons right in front of him right now. Brian and Matt Wirtz back there battling it out. Matt's kind of farther back in the pack. Brian's kind of got that mid-range car going on today, and from everything that I've seen earlier on this week so far, it's the mid-range cars that end up in the front of the pack towards the end of the race.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hathaway might have this one if he has good luck the rest of the race. He's got a really strong car, but, you know, never know. Might have a mid-pack guy find a run there at the end.
And now your teammate and Thorndike side by side. Oh! Brian getting into a little bit of trouble right there going into 3.
Oh, boy.
Well, have a good rest of the race. Help out Jose there. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Lap 80 of 200 down now. The laps are really clicking away now with only 120 left to go. Catching up to our race leader here. Jonathan Hathaway is putting on a clinic at Richmond International Speedway. And like I said, it's all about the line that he's driving. You know, you could have the best setup in the world, but if you can't drive the track, you're not going to win the race. And he definitely is just driving the track correctly. And so is William Roberts. And Mellendorf, like I said before, he's taking a little bit of the high exit, which is an extra added risk that he doesn't need to be taking this early on. But that 10 machine is bad fast tonight. Kevin Parsons back there in 4th, Jerome Howard in 5th, Matt Cherry 6th, James Thorndike now in 7th. 8th is going to go to Stephen Mastro right now. And the caution is back out in the field. And it looks like the number 8 of Aaron Berge was involved. Might have been in one of those self-spins once again. Going back on the MW Productions instant replay to find out. And yeah, it was another self-spin, just not able to pull it back. And yeah, the caution flag brought out for a good reason. Definitely dangerous being on the top or on the bottom side there above the yellow line. They're going to bring the caution flag back out. They're going to get them down pit road. We'll be right back right after this message.
Hi, I'm Todd Malmstrom, driver of the 75M Ford Mustang GT. This is what I do by night. And this is what I do by day. I sell new Fords, and I've got the best selections of used inventory that you could ask for. Come see me down here at Central Ford.
Are you tired of getting hassled at the dealerships? looking for a salesman that knows what he's talking about? Are you looking to buy a new or used car? Then look no further! Sexton Ford Moline, Illinois has the biggest selection of new or pre-owned vehicles, and Todd Malmstrom is the salesman you want. Todd is an expert when it comes to cars, and if you don't believe me, then you should see him race on a Sunday night. With his top-notch professional customer service and expertise, he will make sure you go home in the right car for the right price. No hassle, no haggling. Todd will make sure that you're happy when you leave the lot with your new or pre-owned vehicle. Remember, Sexton Ford may be the talk of the town, but so is Todd Malmstrom. If you're in the market for a new ride, then buy one from a winner. Todd Malmstrom at Sexton Ford Moline. Back once again, we're just now hitting the green flag. Jonathan Hathaway, your race leader. Now big gaggle of cars behind him. Kevin Parsons looking to make something happen down on the low side of that 51 of William Roberts. And the cars are bunched up. Brian Millsdorf taking that high line once again. Like I said, treacherous, and the 48's got a run on him. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to have to lift. Now Jerome Howard underneath the number 10. And looks like Matt Cherry's going to follow suit. Down the backstretch, Brian Millsdorf. Oh, he's going to cut off the 59 of Jim Thorndike and try to regain his position. Big move by Brian. Now Jerome Howard stuck to the outside with a little bit of a push. And Millendorf going to take back one of those positions along with Cherry. Playing a little ring around the rosy. Mellendorf really not driving an optimum line here. Little cattywampus from everybody else's line. Oh no, he's going to get underneath the 48. He's going to take the position back away from the 48 right there. And now Jerome Howard's in on it. He's going to take, they are playing ring around the rosy. You ever played the game Duck, Duck, Goose when you were younger? That's what this reminds me of. And right now, the 48 of Matt Cherry is the Goose. And here we go. There's some close contact there between the 59 of Thorndike and the 45 of Mastro now battling it out. Mike Rominger right behind them. Mike Rominger, a veteran of this series, and so is Richie Evans. Brian Wirtz in his second season. Colin Fern, he's on his first season. Tyler Lund on his first season. Actually, I think he's on his second season. Matt Wirtz in the second season. Bergie's been here for quite a while. Perryman in his first season with us. And coincidentally, no front end on that car. And I'm sure Hathaway's kind of checked out, and he has. In a big way. We're checking his lap times. He's got a 20.253 last lap by. And, oh, okay, William Roberts going a little bit faster than him. No, a little bit slower, I'm sorry. About 0.2 seconds. 0.2 of a second slower. William Roberts definitely going to have to pick it up if he's going to catch him. The caution out again. And I seen who it was, but obviously they're off the track now. No, they're not. It's Brian Wirtz. Brian Wirtz is going to check up to make the exit of the corner, and Colin Fern is going to be the one that takes him out. So Colin Fern will probably get the EOL on that one. And Brian Wirtz's night is done. So two of our top guys, Brian Wirtz and Daniel T. Murphy, both from Dark Horse Racing, now out of this race. And your leader's going to still be Hathaway, just now catching up to the pace car, it looks like. And here has been the staple of everything, all of Hathaway's problems tonight, and the only problems that he's been having, pit stops. Pit stops have been a big problem for the 24. Everybody else using different strategy to get around him. And he is going to pull her down. Last minute decision. Last minute decision here for the 24 car to pull her down pit road. And we're going to have to see if William Robert can actually beat him out this time. And from the looks of it, no. It's definitely going to be Hathaway out first. Right sides are up. Hathaway's gone. Williams gone. Oh, and Millendorf with a great pit stop, making it out third position. Upsetting the establishment, let me tell you. Matthew Wirt's still in this thing. One of the Wirtz brothers is, and Jerome Howard, the fourth member of Dark Horse Racing. He's still in it. Somebody with no front end. That's Christopher Perryman in the number 41 machine. Colin Fern obviously getting the EOL for that one. Just a little bit of love tap, and it looks like a little bit of overcorrection on Brian's part. Sends him into the wall, blowing the motor on the 82 machine, unfortunately. And here we go. Might be doubling him up this time by. Lights might still be on the pace car. Yep, the lights are definitely still on the pace car. As now we're seeing the 41 of Christopher Perryman get the lucky dog. It's still anybody's game. Jonathan Hathaway is going to have to start. He's going to start P1 again. William Roberts is going to start to his outside. Mellendorf with an awesome lightning fast pit stop out of the pits, come out third. Came out of nowhere on that pit road entrance or exit. This race is halfway over. 102 of 200 down, 7 cautions for 34 laps, 9 lead changes in this race thus far. 99 laps to go. It'll be 98 laps to go next time by when we take the green flag. And evidently we were a little bit behind. Oh well. Green flag racing. And there's Mellendorf. He took the second position away from William Roberts awful easily. Larson's still sitting there in fourth. He's still sitting pretty. Mastro's been working it all night long with Jerome Howard and Matt Cherry. Those cars running very consistently together. Here's that ring around the rosy thing I was talking about. You got Mike Rominger, Stephen Mastro, and now Jerome Howard fighting it out with those two. Oh! Jerome Howard getting a little loose, almost getting up into the 45 of Mastro. And Richie Evans just seeing it happen in his front mirror, or front window. Oh my God. I'd have been lifting way off the trigger on that one. Now the 4 of Mike Romero is going to get around the 45. Here comes Richie Evans now. He's going to come to the inside of the 45. The 45 kind of hung out there to dry on the outside line. James Thorndike, he's coming in now. Coming into the picture. Not quick enough, though. Mastro able to take back the low line. Now let's see if Mastro can get anything done on the low line. And looks like Thorndike's going to have the position. He's got the run, and no, he doesn't. Here we go. A little bit back on the trigger, a little bit quicker than everybody else. Thorndike's going to take that position. Jerome Howard still holding on to the top of these guys. Matt Cherry kind of checked out from them, and ahead of them, good old Kevin Parsons. William Roberts still in that second position. Third position. Mellendorf still holding on to the second position. Mellendorf putting on a show today, like I said before, folks. This guy is on fire. Jonathan Hathaway still taking off with this thing. This could be his first win of the season. "90 laps to go, 89 this time by. Tyler Lund starting to close the gap. Matt Wirtz definitely looking for one of those solid positions tonight. Nobody in sight in his rear view bumper. I mean, he's almost 3/4 of the way down the straightaway before these guys even come out of the corner. William Roberts now taking away that second position from Mellendorf. Mellendorf still holding on to it in that Oreo cookie car. Man, Kevin Parsons still holding on to fourth, and a ways back from him, Matt Cherry, Mike Rominger looking to inch their way up ever closer. I'm kind of surprised I'm seeing this, though. Mike Rominger kind of forcing it in there under Cherry. These guys are both veterans of this series. Still a lot of laps to go, putting Cherry up on the high side. Now Richie Evans, another one of our veterans. Now Richie Evans is going to stick it underneath Cherry, and they're going to get close. Richie Evans setting his sights on the double lock car of Kevin Parsons. Kevin Parsons all by himself now. And Rominger has turned on the juice in the Outback Steakhouse Chevrolet SS. And I'm sure Kevin Parsons is seeing this in his rearview mirror. Looks like he's not going to be holding on to fourth much longer unless a caution comes out again. 78 laps to go in this competition. 123 of 200 down. Oh, almost into the wall, Kevin Parsons. Mike Rominger kind of throwing a little bit smoother of a run here behind him. Colin Fern off the pace down low, and Colin Fern, I believe, is the one that's going to bring that out. I am not sure what he was doing. Alright, looks like a self-spin into the infield on the front stretch. Gets the 33 machine rolling just a little bit too slowly, and that, I believe, the simulator probably threw the caution because of that. As I know, we're going to be seeing these guys coming down pit road this time. 24, Jonathan Hathaway. The 51 of William Roberts now down into the pit lane. Mellendorf not too far behind. Mellendorf's already in his pits. The right side is up. 4 tires. Fresh Sunoco fuel for the number 10 machine. Kevin Parsons also trying to get something done here. Okay, Mellendorf's going to take off here in just a second. Here he goes. You can hear him. He's already coming down pit road, and I don't know if he's going to beat anybody. It's going to be close. Oh, he's going to beat William Roberts. Oh, my God. I think he beat William Roberts. That is a close battle. .48 of Matt Cherry having a little trouble down on pit road. He's going to come out. He's probably in the bottom of the top 10. Colin Fern going to probably get the EOL for bringing out that caution. And as the caution laps wind down, we'll be right back. You're watching Real Racing Online TV, powered by MW Productions and sponsored by DGVertec.net.
Trucking has always been a part of me. It started years ago when my dad and granddad were hauling vegetables to market in Liverpool. The family immigrated to Canada in the late 60s and settled near Alliston, Ontario. I bought my first truck in 1982 and Mercer Trucking was born. Today, Mercer Trucking has over 50 trucks in terminals in Toronto and Los Angeles. Our storage facilities at both terminals can handle any size of distribution needs throughout North America. We service the continental U.S., including Hawaii and Alaska. We run over 120,000 miles per month and some of the best equipment on the road today. We specialize in less than truckload shipments, show freight, we do rush team service deliveries, and haul your refrigerated or heated product. Our regular team service from Canada to California is second to none, and our staff and drivers are among the best in the business. I'm proud of our people and what they can achieve. Trucking is in my blood, it's my livelihood, and it's what I do best.
Coming back to the race in Proctor. Oh, and the caution back out right as we come back from commercial. No! Who was it? There's some green car back there. Was it Jerome? No. Couldn't have been Jerome. I think it was Jerome. I don't know what happened exactly. A little wiggly coming out right there for the start. A little tire spin. He's going to come up a little. It might have been a self spin. Oh no! Honestly, I think he might have come up into Mastro. That might have been Jerome's fault. We're going to have to get a little bit closer of a look. Had that little bit of a tire shake. Oh, no, Mastro did get loose. It's Mastro's fault. Mastro got loose coming out of 2, and the 18 was there to help save him. So Mastro going to go back to the back of the field. Question is now, let's see, the laps are winding down. We got 68 left. You can definitely make it on fuel, but I don't know about tires. I mean, it would be a long stretch to push these tires to that limit. But they're definitely within their boundaries. Jerome Howard's going to go back to the back of the field here. Mastro probably going to get the EOL on that one. Unfortunate break for both of those drivers. Doing great in this race today. Mastro getting the EOL now. Good call by our race controllers tonight. I believe Jose's running race control right now, along with Daniel T. Murphy. Doing a phenomenal job tonight of running race control and being the officials of this race since they are out of it. A lot of cars out of this one so far. We're going to go to the results so far. Jonathan Hathaway, your leader still. Brian Millendorf, Kevin Parsons, Matt Wirtz is now in 4th place. Tyler Lund in 5th. Matt Cherry in 6th. William Roberts in 7th. Mike Rominger in the 8th position now. Richie Evans back there in 9th. James Thorndike in 10th. Jerome Howard back in the 11th position now after that spin. Colin Fern in 12th. Steven Mastro bringing up the rear of the field that's on the lead lap. Christopher Perryman down 4 laps. Eric Crow down 13. Aaron Berge down 14. And retired from this race, Brian Wirtz, Brandon Smith, Danny Sanchez, Daniel T. Murphy, Joel Hamilton, Ross Cato, and Jose Pabon. Nobody going down pit road. The lights on the pace car are off. We're about to get this thing kicked back off for some green flag action. We'll see if Jerome Howard has enough to get it back up there. We got Kevin Parsons in third, Matt Wirtz in fourth, and here we go, baby! Mellendorf taking that high side with a little bit slower of a start. Looked like he might have started in third gear. Kevin Parsons probably going to get a good run on him this time. And here we go. Kevin Parsons, man, sliding that thing sideways like a dirt track out of two. It's Richmond, though. We were all expecting a lot of cautions, and that's what we're getting. 9 cautions for 44 laps out of this one. We're almost down to the 50-lap marker. Tyler Lund now in 5th. William Roberts all the way back there in 6th. Uncharacteristic of the 51 thus far. Man, he's a lot faster than that 26, though. You'll be seeing him up, yep, here he goes. All right. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to be seeing him up there real quick, right beside him, and there he goes. Goodbye, Tyler Lund. Matt Cherry now back there. Richie Evans making some moves. Matt Ward's kind of falling back. Now they come onto the front stretch. Richie Evans putting his sights on the rest of the field. A couple cars bunched up there back in the, just a little further back. Looks like Matt Ward's still stuck on the high side. Everybody passing him low. James Thorndike down low. Now Jerome Howard. And Stephen Mastro's going to have to pull down in front of Colin Fern ever so slightly and get the run off of 4. Now Colin Fern going ahead and making his move. Getting real close to that wall. Getting real close to the 81. Not giving him much room up top. Christopher Perryman's got a nose on his car again. That might help him. He was faster earlier on. Eric Crow sitting dead last here right now. In the cars that are still running, that is. And Hathaway, no doubt, has probably started to check out already. And Hathaway is off to about a half a straightaway lead already on this field. Mellendorf in second. Parsons holding on to third, but he's still got William Roberts in tow. Tyler Lund now back there in 5th. 6th is going to be Matt Cherry, and 7th, Richie Evans and Mike Roming are teammates back there. Richie Evans making this thing work. All 3 of these guys, veterans to this league. Oh, somebody's slow off the backside. Looked like Colin Fern got loose once again. Got loose on that backstretch. 81 still falling back. Mastro's not looking as good as he did earlier on. Jerome Howard's making some headway, though. Got those shiny green chrome rims on. Almost look like they're lit up. They're on fire, baby. See if we can see the Blake blah 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 blah. Brake rotors light up here. I don't know if we'll see it just yet. No, I don't see him. But he is definitely making his way up to Matt Cherry. Making his bid for the 4th position now. Richie Evans moving into that 3rd spot. He's got Rominger in tow. Lund going to back off and let him bomb by, realizing that they do have the faster machines here tonight. Richie Evans really trying to light up that 3 machine. Good wrench. Chevrolet homage back to the days when the king, Dale Earnhardt Jr., or Dale Earnhardt drove it. And he isn't the king, but, you know, he's the intimidator. King is Richard Petty. Everybody knows that. And we do have a caution on the field. And it looks like the 33. No, it is not the 33. It was the 48 of Matt Cherry. A little uncharacteristic of the 48 tonight to be spinning by himself. We'll see what happened on the MW Productions instant replay. Ooh, I wonder if Jerome had anything to do with it. Oh, it is a self-spin. Whoa. Well, we're going to take that to the... we're going to go to the instant replay one more time. We're going to get in the car for that one. Looks like you might have just caught that apron a little bit too much and spun her around. Cherry having a great race all day long. And just that moment of lack of concentration. Yeah, he definitely hit that apron, and that's what happened. You know, all in all, that was a great save by Matt Cherry. He saved the automobile, and that is the name of the game. A little bit crunched up on the back right side. He is going to get the UL, but he still saved the automobile, and that is the name of the game. So, with that being said, who's going to come down pit road? Who's not? "44 laps to go." I'd be coming down pit road. I'll tell you that much. Aaron Berge going to take another lap back, looks like. These guys have been battling on pit road all night long. Jerome Howard has a great chance to make up a lot of positions here. Mellendorf out, Parsons, Rominger, and Richie Evans. And there goes Jerome. Jerome did make up probably about half the distance that he was down after that spin. And Matt Wirtz barely edging out the 33 of Tyler Lund. And then here comes Perryman. Hathaway still your leader, 159 of 200 down. 10 cautions so far for 48 laps. Actually not that bad for Richmond. Especially with as racy as this track is at night. Just think if this was in the daytime. Think about how crappy the setups would be during the daytime. If it's this loose at night, when you've got all that grip, the sun breaks on this track, it would be like an ice skating rink. Aaron Berge going to take advantage of that wave around this time. Hathaway will be your leader when we go back green. We'll be right back right after these messages. DGVertec.net's primary goal is to provide you with a successful website presence. They have purpose-built their web servers successfully throughout the years. The stress testing has been done so that they can provide you with an enhanced web hosting technology that they design for using future standards today for tomorrow. They offer 24/7 support for all web hosting plans. Their team answers support tickets 24/7, so if you have a problem at any time, an agent will be more than happy to help you. If you're not satisfied with your service within 7 days, then you can get a full money-back guarantee, with a 99 uptime guaranteed as well, with plans for shared hosting starting at just $2.95. It's clear to see why DGVertec should be your choice for web hosting. Just go to www.dgvertec.net today, your web hosting solution. And here we go, the pace car's off, and we're going to go green flag racing once again. Green flag is out now. William Roberts kind of caught sleeping down there. Brian Mellendorf, he's going to take that second position away from him again. We had Kevin Parsons back there in fourth. He's going to take fourth position. He's got no problems with that. Oh my God, William Roberts able to drive. He willed that 51, no pun intended. He willed that 51 right around the outside of Mellendorf. Mellendorf not able to stick it down low. Richie Evans and Mike Rominger are now caught up with them, and they've been bad fast. And Jerome Howard, he's now back with the pack. He's about in 8th position. But he is back up with the runners, and he can get that green machine all the way to the front. We'll see some fireworks here. .167 of 200 down. Mike Rominger and Richie Evans trying to make a little bit of a charge here. Just not quite fast enough to get it done. They got Jerome Howard. He's looking back up behind their backside here. And James Thorndike back there as well, along with Stephen Mastro. Stephen Mastro now looking at the low side of the 59 car, and it looks like he's going to make the pass. 59's going to get the run on the backside, though. Play a little leapfrog? No, he doesn't. Matt Wirtz doing a great job so far. He is one lap down, unfortunately, but he's still with them. He's still in this thing and poised to make some great points. Colin Fern now working on the low side of the 81, trying to gain some spots back. That 81 is not a spot, but Tyler Lund right behind the 81 now as well. He's going to probably shoot for the low side. Shoot the duck, baby. Christopher Perryman, that car's probably driving like crap. Eric Crow, that car's all beat up. Aaron Berge's still in this thing. He's still running laps down, trying to get the highest position possible. Give an honorable mention today to Jose Pabon. He was out early. Daniel T. Murphy was out early as well. Those and also Brian Wirtz, 2 of your point leaders right there, out of the race early. Joel Hamilton out as well. He has 1 win on the year. Got Eric Crow spun down there on the low side. Hopefully he just keeps that thing off the track. We'll keep this thing green flag. See if he can stay out of trouble. And I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's waiting for everybody to pass. Now he's going to get that thing going. Here we go. Get it down below the yellow now. He's going to take that thing to pit road. Not a great day for Eric Crow. But he was here. He did show up. Now getting that 7 machine back up to speed. He could have just went through pit road. Would have done the same thing. He didn't need to sit there at the end of pit road, but oh well. Hathaway already extending his lead. He doesn't want to mess anything up tonight. Only a quarter of this race left to go. 24 laps to be exact. 177 of 200 down. Remember, next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Real Racing Online goes to Talladega. And I guarantee that Talladega race is going to be the first time we've been back to a real big super speedway since Daytona. And I believe everybody's going to be looking for a lot of green flag action there. And you're going to see some of our more prevalent guys in this series next week. I know Jose's fast at Talladega. I don't know if he's going to be able to show up, but he's always fast there. Daniel T. Murphy, Brian Wirtz will be up in the front. You'll see Richie Evans and Mike Rominger up in there. Kevin Parsons as well. Richie Evans still trying to mow down the double lot of Kevin Parsons. Kevin Parsons almost putting a block there. Thought better of it, now letting Richie Evans by on the low side. $20 laps to go this time by as Richie Evans and Mike Rominger make it past the double hot car. Kevin Parsons going to go back to the back of them and kind of reevaluate things. Now Kevin Parsons getting a run. Yeah, he's not able to do it. Hathaway, your leader. The 51 of William Roberts, he is in second position. We got a smoker down low. Not sure exactly who that was. Oh, it's the 41 of Christopher Berryman. That motor probably finally went on that machine, and that car is probably done for the evening. Mellendorf now taking it back from William Roberts, man. These guys have put the fans in the stands tonight. These guys have been battling all race long. Only 18 laps to go this time by. 17 laps to go. Corrected myself twice there. Eric Crow's going to get down low and get the heck out of their way. He knows they're battling for position. It's your 1, 2, 3 guys right now. Jonathan Hathaway, Brian Mellendorf, and William Roberts. William Roberts, this will be his best finish of the season, I believe. Putting on a good show here at Richmond with Brian Mellendorf. Hathaway is still just taking a poo on this field, as it were. He's almost up to a full straightaway. Caution back out on the field again. Not sure who it was exactly. Might have been the 48 of Matt Cherry. And maybe not. Well, okay, we can't find that caution. Oh well. We'll just go back to live. Here we go. 14 laps to go. Do you pit? Do you not? I'd pit. And there is Jonathan Hathaway. He's pitting as well. as we go to our automated pit camera. And we're going to be seeing our leaders coming around the corner here. A little bit of a bend for the top 4 or 5 guys. It's going to be close, but I think John Hathaway is definitely going to have the go-ahead here. And a little bit of strategy on the part of Mellendorf. Mellendorf's going to come out ahead of the 51, now the 3 and the 4. And then Parsons kind of come out in front of the 45. Lead changes now. Look at who took the lead. Jerome Howard, Colin Fern back there as well. Lights on the pace car should turn off this time by as we cross into 11 to go, so it'll be a 10-lap shootout. 10 fingers in the air from the flagman when we go green. Of course, you can't throw the green flag and throw 10 fingers out there. That would be impossible. Nope, lights still on the pace car, so maybe the next time by then. Who knows? Where are the lights? There's the lights. They're still on. A lot of fans. Everybody's up on their feet here at Richmond International Speedway. Look at everybody. Oh, hello. Well, she's good looking. All right. Well, anyway, sorry. Got distracted. You know you're not supposed to be by the catch fence during a race. Sir, please go back to your seat. Maybe this time. Maybe this time. Maybe this time. Okay, this time. Lights are off. It's about time. I don't even see a flagman up there. He went down to get some nachos, evidently. Ooh, she needs to cut back on the Cadbury eggs. Easter was good to her. Hey, your clone is up there. She's like 2 rows away. You don't see that chick that looks just like you? Alright, yellow flag's out still. Pace car's about ready to duck on off. We're going to get this thing green flag racing. If you're looking to race with us here at Real Racing Online, check us out on the league page on iRacing. Jerome Howard. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, somebody's on their lid! William Roberts! He is definitely wrecked out. Oh, my, I think Kevin Parsons was in on that. I have no clue. Oh, my goodness. Looks like somebody slipped on a banana peel. Oh, William Roberts had a... Oh, my God. It's Lund on his... Lund was on his roof. Old Tyler Lund. Mike Rominger's out of this thing. The 51 of William Roberts, who started it all right there. The 51 had a little bit of a tire spin. And now we're going to go down to a 2-lap shootout, folks. It should be 2 laps when we go to green. William Roberts is out of this thing, unfortunately. Let's try to get a word with him real quick. If he's still in here. Well, I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
Put her in everything. I mean, I got 3.
William Roberts. This is the Maniac Mike Woolley up in the booth. How do you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
From what it looked to me, it looked like you just had some tire spin.
Well, actually, I was just kind of seeing what was going to happen with the guys in front of me, and got ran over, but I guess that's what happens.
Yeah, you had a great car all race long. You were up there in the top. You're not going to actually finish that bad, considering the amount of cars that are still in the field. So it wasn't tire spin. You just, what did you do? Start in third gear instead of second?
Oh, no, I had it in second gear. I mean, I always start in second, but I don't know. It was one of those things, I guess. Cars just didn't take off. They didn't spin the tires, so I'm not sure.
All right, buddy. Well, you know, it's tough to see you out of the race this early. Well, not this early, but, I mean, this late in the game with such a good car. We hope to see you back next week. That was a really, really good run. You and Mellendorf battling it out there lap after lap. That was some great racing.
Yeah, 10-4. It looks like after watching the replay, I just got a chance to watch the replay, and it got stuck in neutral. The gearbox just got stuck in neutral, so I apologize to everybody.
That stuff does happen, unfortunately, and we'll make sure to let them know.
10-4. Thanks, Mike.
Talking with William Roberts there. Jerome Howard, he's in control of this mess. You've got Jonathan Hathaway, the leader of the majority of the race, definitely going to get bonus points for leading the most laps. He's back and forth. Richie Evans is back there in sixth. Colin Fern, he hasn't been up towards the front virtually all race long. Matt Wirtz, he's in third. He took it easy all race long, and look, the dividends have paid off, as they would say in Monopoly. He might pass go. He might collect $200. Richie Evans, who's back there in seventh position. I don't know. Is Aaron Berge back on the lead lap? No, he's not. I keep looking at Mellendorf's car, and it looks like Aaron Berge's car. See, there's Berge's car, the number 8 there in your screen, and Mellendorf's car. They're not the same, but for some reason I keep getting them mixed up. Lights are still on this pace car. The Ford First Racing Mustang. Next time by, they will extinguish with 3 to go. And then we'll get the green flag with only 2 to go. Jerome Howard, your leader here at Richmond International Speedway. This is going to be a very tight finish. You're going to see Hathaway doing anything he can to win this race. Not in a bad way, but, you know, anything he can. And then when we come back after the race is over with, we'll have our top 3 drivers for an interview. Will Hathaway be one of them? Who knows? Only time will tell. The light should extinguish on the Ford First Racing Mustang this time by. We're going to double them up. And we're going to go green flag racing here next time by. Now, like I said, if the green flag drops this time by, there are no green-white checkers in iRacing. It will be over. Here we go. Jerome Howard still got that first position. Matt Wirtz is looking to do a little bit of battle here. Now Jonathan Hathaway to the inside. Colin Fern getting into somebody. Oh, Hathaway's spinning. Pandemonium. Jerome Howard's going to be your winner at Richmond. Oh, my God. As we get the instant replay on that. Oh, my God. I don't even know who to look at here. Hathaway, maybe? Okay, Hathaway gets into a little bit of trouble. Oh, it was the... Oh! The 81 comes up into Colin Fern just a little bit, and panic ensues after that. I think the 81's going to end up with 3rd place. Oh, my goodness. That is going to be the ball game, folks. The 18 of Jerome Howard going to come home your winner here at Richmond. Shades of Willie Mays. As we wait for our winner to get back here to victory lane. Where is he? That's not him. That's Mellendorf. There he is right there. Yeah, that's right, Jerome. Act like you've been there before. No burnout for the king. Well, maybe Mellendorf won it. Hold on. Maybe I announced the wrong winner. I might have. Who the hell won this thing? Let's check the results. It was Mellendorf, Hathaway, and then Howard. I don't know how Howard got third, but okay. We're going to have to check with some people on this one. Let's just go back to the finish line. That's what I'm going to do. Go back to the instant replay here. There they are lining up for the race here. Okay, they're gonna be coming back around here. I gotta see who won for myself here. I don't even know who my top 3 finishers are. I know Jerome was in control of the race at the point of caution. There they are. There's the last restart right there. Now panic's going to ensue. We're going to hear probably caution here. There's where the problem started back there. A lot of wrecking back there on the backstretch. Oh, Mellendorf did win it. Then Jerome Howard, John Hathaway. So there we go. There's your finish. Well, let's get down here and get them to talk to us real quick. Mellendorf not in here. But we do got Jerome Howard. Jerome, it's the Maniac up in the booth. What's up, my man?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, brother? Coming up second.
I think I got third. Or
oh, did you get third? I don't know. It was confusing there at the end. Oh, you did get third. You got third.
Hathaway was in front of me while he was spinning, I think.
Okay, that was a little bizarre.
Yeah, I saw the 10 shoot down, so I drove it into one a little bit harder, and with those old tires, it just would not turn, and it just started pushing and pushing, and I couldn't let out or I'd get hit, so I just had to ride the wall.
Well, man, you did a great job. You were in control of that restart. I thought for sure you were going to get the win there. I actually had to go back on the replay just to make sure that the scoring system was right, but you did end up with third place. Not a bad job. You definitely probably were shaking there a little bit on that last restart because you knew something was going to happen.
Yeah, I knew John was fast all night, and you know, all our practices he was fast. So I was just hoping that with a couple other guys staying out with tires with me, that they'd be a little in the way. But I wasn't going to hold them up too much unless it was last lap. But you know, it kind of worked out. I'm just a little mad at myself that I should have just drove my line and made him either hit me or something going into one, but I was just trying to be a little respectful since I was on old tires.
Well, 10-4, man, you're great. You raced a great race. You got third place. Is this your top position this year so far?
Yeah, this is the first race I haven't been wrecked out, so good stuff.
Yeah, there were a lot of cautions in this race, you know, but it is Richmond racing. It's nighttime. The new tire package comes into play as well.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I did get wrecked out in this one. I had to go back to like 14th or something, but I came back up. So I'm happy with everything, even with getting spun out. So I'm pretty stoked with the third. I'll take it.
Definitely. John Hathaway led most of the race. Definitely got the most laps or led points. You got a point for leading the lap. Man, it comes down to just circumstance right at the end of the race to get second place.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race for the Sport Clips Toyota. We started off real good. We started P1 and just was able to run my own race. And, everything went our way all race. The car was real good. Was able to drive away. And then that last restart with like 12 laps to go or so, we were starting P4. A few guys stayed out. And then a caution came out. And then, I think we went like at least 4 or 5 laps on a caution. I feel like if that caution hadn't come out when those guys stayed out, I think we could have had it. But all in all, that was just a crazy restart at the end. I think we were like 4 wide going to turn 3. So that was
definitely.
It was fun. Man, I think I made contact with Warts. I managed to save it, bring it home second, man. But those of you who watched the real race Saturday night, that was just like that, crazy finish. But that was a lot of fun. And I'm going to give a shout out to Brian Mellendorf. I think that's his first race here and first race in P1. So nice job on that, man. That's all I'd like to thank.
Any sponsors?
RWC, OE Metrics Component Solutions, Daniel Roper Sr., and that's it. Thank you.
Brian Mellendorf, down in Victory Lane. This is your first race with us, correct?
Yeah, it is. That's pretty exciting.
Putting a show on for the fans. You and William Roberts, man, going back and forth all race long. I mean, you had to be white-knuckling it almost the whole time.
Yeah, I was holding on for a while there. Got my crew chief tuning on it there during those last 3 yellows, and it really came to life after about 20 laps there.
So take us through the last lap there on the backstretch.
Well, that next to last restart, Matt was just really slow on the restart there, and I didn't want to make a bold move, and then they're coming at 2 to go. I timed it just right, got a big run on them, and was able to clear everyone by exit of turn 2. I was shocked.
Yeah, well, like I said, I had to go back on the replay 3 times just to make sure that Jerome actually didn't end up with the win, because when the caution came out, I could have swore Jerome was in front, but you come barreling out of 4 like a madman on cocaine and pass him right before the caution comes out.
Wow, I had no idea. I just knew they said, you are the leader.
Well, 10-4, you got any sponsors you want to thank tonight, Brian?
Yeah, I got to thank my teammate, Danny Sanchez, for help with the setup. He gave me a great piece, and I think all my teammates at Steel Horse Racing, they've done a lot of work on setups and have been a lot of fun to race with.
Well, 10-4, man. Well, thank you, and congratulations on your first win here at Rail Racing Online. Glad to have a good driver like you amongst the mix of drivers that we have. And hopefully we'll see you next week at Talladega.
Oh, yeah, thanks a bunch. I'll be there.
That's it. That does it for us here at Real Racing Online. You're watching us live on YouTube. We're here every Wednesday night. Check us out. Remember, Real Racing Online. You can go to iRacingOnline.com. Check out our website. Sign up there. Or you can go to the iRacing website on the league page and sign up for our races there. Just look up Real Racing Online and apply today. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Remember, we're sponsored by DGVertec.net, your solution for web hosting, DGVertec.net. Check it out today. Brandon Smith, one of our drivers in the league, he's the one that owns that. And let me tell you what, for the price, you can do no wrong. DGVertec.net. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.